Namaskar. Let me ask you a question. Supposing you want to go to Mecca and want to build a temple for Hindus there. Forget the fact that no Hindus live anywhere near Mecca. But you have the means and the resources, and you have done something to try and get land, and you start building something which has no consequence. Perhaps nobody is going to even come there, but you do it. Is this what is happening in Tirupati? To understand the gravity of the situation, of how people keep pushing and how people try to grab land, all this and more, this is a sensational disclosure. I have with me Sri Prakasarao Velagapudi of GHHF, and he is not a stranger to our channel. Let's first welcome him as he walks us through this saga, what is going on. Prakasarao Garu, Namaskaram and welcome to PGurus channel. How are you, Andy?
I am doing very well. I am very, very happy to see you. Your continued service to Bharat and Sanatan Dharma is remarkable.
Dhanyosmi Prakasarao Garu. And this story that is developing now is really heartbreaking. And I would like you to take us back to the time when what was the initial intent of certain amount of land and how it has been repurposed, mispurposed, whichever way you want to put it, and where things stand today, and an urgent need for action on part of Sri Chandrababu Naidu as well as Sri Pawan Kalyan. Over to you, sir.
Yes. See, let us go back for a minute. We are going to today talk about Mumtaz Hotel, which is being constructed at the foothills of Seven Hills, that is Balaji Temple. So even though there are so many people who objected to it, have written letters to Chandrababu Naidu, nothing has happened for the last 2.5 years. How did we get to this Mumtaz Hotel? About 12 years ago, when Kiran Kumar Reddy was the chief minister, he issued a GO asking one of our devotees to go ahead and develop what is called Devlok. And you can see the pictures. And he has been developing this area into a fantastic experience for all the Hindus, and especially for children, to appreciate the richness and the grandeur of our culture. He has been working tirelessly for the last 12 years. And now what happened in 2021, when Jaganmohan Reddy came into office, so he was called by the Jaganmohan Reddy government officials at least 20 times. The government official asked him to transfer 28 acres out of 38 acres. So he refused to transfer it because there was a GO. As per GO, obviously, so he can go ahead and continue to do it. But they have threatened him, and they said he may not even see the light of the day if he does not sign this document. They prepared the document and they issued a GO after he signed the document. Basically, he was threatened, he was forced to sign it. As a result, out of 38 acres, 28 acres was taken by Jaganmohan Reddy government. Out of that, 20 acres was given to Mumtaz Hotel, and that hotel is supposed to be a tourist kind of thing. It has nothing to do religion. It has nothing to do spirituality. It is purely a commercial, a business activity where they can serve the liquor, they can smoke, they can eat, they can kill the animals, they can sacrifice the whatever it is, because it is a hotel. Just like any hotel, like Mumtaz Mahal, that is Oberoi Group. Oberoi Group, whatever hotels you have seen, obviously they are going to do all of it. Basically, the sacred city of Tirupati is being converted into a sin city. Devalokam is being changed to Deyala Lokam. And almost like a very difficult to explain the kind of thing what might happen if this hotel comes into picture. So Many people have protested. We have protested. In fact, I went to Tirupati November 29th. Also, December 1st, we also protested, and then we had a rally also. And since that time, our group of people, at least 10, 15 different groups, have been protesting, asking the AP government to make sure this particular GO that was given to construct Mumtaz Hotel is scrapped. Now, who is actually opposing it? Why is it opposed, and who is opposing? First, Tirupati urban development. They said they are opposed to it. They have written a letter to Mumtaz Hotel asking them to stop. They have not stopped it. Then B.R. Naidu, who was the chairman of TTD Trust Board, he has written a letter to the AP government asking them to cancel this project. So that is the second person. And then, so the Panchayat of Perur. So this is where actually the Mumtaz Hotel is being built, in Perur. Okay? In Perur city also, Panchayat also opposed it and asked the secretary to see that that Mumtaz Hotel is demolished up to whatever has been constructed. The secretary actually has written a letter to Mumtaz Hotel saying demolish it in 7 days. If you don't do it, we will take the responsibility of demolishing it and then make sure we will charge whatever it costed. So please see that it is done. They have not done that one also. And then according to the reasons we are given, according to 746 GO, which was issued in 2007 under Rajshekhar Reddy, and he himself and others have declared this one should be a sacred city for all the Hindus. And in fact, it is considered as Tirumala Kshetra. The order includes all 7 hills, their sacred tirthams and pathways. Very important. Pathways leading to Tirumala. That means all the Alipuri, every street in the 10-kilometer radius, there are 3 main streets that go to Tirumala. All these pathways, they are also included as part of Divya Kshetram. So we are requesting to make sure this Divya Kshetram concept is maintained, so that way it will remain a sacred place. And
one question, Prakasarao Garu. You said that pathways have to be kept sacred. That means there is one walk. People can walk from Tirumala all the way, Tirupati all the way up to Tirumala. That is how people used to do it, like Annamacharya, right? Kallapaka Annamacharya used to compose.
Correct.
So even that is included, because pathway is a pathway. It also includes that. So this is a very broad definition, the way I see it, sir.
Yes. In fact, I think if we go back to around 1817, I forget, but it is around 1870. One of the Britishers actually observed, it's very interesting, he observed people who were coming to Tirupati, wherever they had the site of Rajagopuram, they used to prostrate, and from there they used to go chanting Balaji name, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. That means we are talking about maybe 10, 15 kilometers from that area. That means once you have the site, you can imagine the site can be seen probably about 20 kilometers away. So British they recognized that is the sacred place for all these people. So this is what I am trying to tell. We have to make sure these pathways, all whether it is 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers, we want to make sure all the pathways leading to Tirumala are considered as Divya Kshetra, no tourism, nothing should be done, because in this one, what happens, I think, here, So this Mumtaz Hotel is supposed to build that hotel with how many? 10 villas. Not only just a hotel, but there will be 10 villas and multi-cuisine restaurants, banquet halls, conference facilities, a bar and a lounge, a swimming pool, and party areas at the foothills of Seven Hills. So this is what is going to happen when we accept whatever is happening today, because this hotel is going to destroy the sanctity and the spirituality of that area. We are requesting all this area should be given it back to Devlok, so that way it will serve the religious purpose, spiritual purpose, and it will create the sense of appreciation for our Hinduism. Now, what is this? Why are we approaching? Actually, not only we are doing this one, in fact, one important thing is, even in the legislature, even in the AP legislature, this particular issue was raised by MLA Sri Vishnu Kumar Raju and Council City MLC Sri Bali Kalyan Chakravarti. In the assembly, they said, please let us do something about it. So this many people opposed here in Tirupati. Even in assembly also we talked about it. Still, no action has been taken. No response is given. Nobody knows whether AP government is even listening to any of these people, including the TTD, including the Tuda, including Perur, all the areas around Tirupati and Tirupati. If they are objecting, what is it is holding? If we all remember, Chandrababu Naidu became chief minister. He said he is going to start with Tirupati to make it a sacred place. And he made that first statement itself. I just want to read that sentence. This is what Chandrababu Naidu said. I will begin cleanup of the mess created by Jagan from Tirupati. First priority is to bring back the glory of Tirupati, and said only the sound that should be heard in Tirupati is Om Namo Venkateshaya. And this is what Chandrababu Naidu said when he came to Tirupati after he became the chief minister. And he also said, they have turned this place to worst, talking about the previous government. They have made it a center for marijuana. This is his words. They made it into for a marijuana, liquor, and non-vegetarian food. Basic cleanliness and hygiene are lacking in Tirupati, and also the preparation of prasadam. TTD needs to be cleansed, and we will do it. This is what Chandrababu Naidu has said, and we are hoping with this many people opposing it, he will listen to it. He will appreciate all the concerns other people have done it. And I want to make sure that we all recognize that every devotee has some interest in maintaining the sanctity. All the governments, in general, majority of the governments think anybody else other than the government officials, they are useless. They have no business in suggesting something to them, and they won't care how many letters that you write. I have written at least 100 letters over the last 18 years. I have compiled 50 letters into one book. Garu, I don't know, I will share you when I come back. This is the book book I have published. 50 letters that I have written out of 100 letters to show that we also have the same interest as anybody else, if not more. The politicians do not have the same interest that we have, because they are politicians. They are going to cater to all other religions, and they will please them, and they will tarnish the image of Hinduism. I really request Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan to look at it very closely, because we have so much hope based on the statements given by Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan, because Pawan Kalyan said he is a Hindu, he will protect Sanatan Dharma, even if he has to lose his position, he is ready to lose that position. In fact, beyond that, he said even if he has to sacrifice his life, he will sacrifice his life in order to protect Sanatan Dharma. Tell me, what is it that is more important than protecting this sacredness and this sanctity of Tirupati? So I want everybody to listen and then pay attention. All the Hindus also, please look at it. Even though we may like all the politicians, we appreciate what they are saying, but it should result in some positive decision, so that Mumtaz Hotel will be destroyed, will be removed, and then given it back to Devlok, so that way we will maintain the sanctity of this place. Now, so also, you see, the reason is some people say, well, it is not part of Tirumala, Tirupati. But look at that 407, okay? 2007, 746 GO, because I want to read that one. I mean, it is amazing how much they have written about this one. I will read just one or two sentences. Okay. Now, the Tirumala Divya Kshetram shall comprise all 7 hills. So now we are talking about what is it that comprises Divya Kshetra. Because somebody might say, well, the area where they are building Mumtaz may not fall under that one. But this GO 746 issued in 2007. And in fact, let me also mention something. In 2007, when we started Global Hindu Heritage Foundation in 2006, 2007, we had a meeting in Hyderabad, okay? I.V. Krishna Rao Garu, I.V. Subbarao Garu, he came actually read this one in our meeting. So because this one was given personally to our organization in 2007 in Nigamagama in Hyderabad. So I wanted to mention, so we know from day one what it contains. Okay, all 7 hills that we know. And then also including foothills starting from Alipuri. Okay, starting from Alipuri and covering all the roads, pathways leading to the temple of Lord Venkateshaya. More specifically, pathways leading to the Tirumala village from Chandragiri. Look at that. From Chandragiri side, beginning with the Devasthanam near Chandragiri Mettu, known as Srivari Mettu. Srivari Mettu. From Balapalli, beginning with Chittor. Look at the area we are talking about. Chittor district border. The motorable, look at this is a very important word. The motorable load leading from Tirupati to Tirumala. Any vehicle that goes around in order to go to Tirumala, all those roads, all those pathways are part of the Divya Kshetra. And it is in the 746. And I hope, you will be able to show that one to all the people which I will send. So motorable road, okay? And he says, in addition to that one, first Ghat road, motorable road, okay, leading from Tirupati to Tirumala, second Ghat road, first Ghat road, second Ghat road, from Tirumala to Papanashanam. It shall include all the sacred tirthams on the Seven Hills. This is what is written in that GO 746. So, and then they asked the executive officer of TTD to take action to prevent begging. Look at these words: prevent begging, consumption of intoxicating liquor, okay, drugs or cigarettes, meal or meal products, meat, okay, meat products, slaughter of animals or birds, gaming and gambling are expressly prohibited under this act. All these provisions are intended to ensure that the entire Tirumala Hills area continues to be a spiritual sanctity that it has been all through. So I think I will stop here about this particular GIVO. GIVO is about 4-page thing. It is very, very specific. This Mumtaz Hotel permission, whoever has given, it actually contradicts every sentence of 746, GO for 746 given in 2007. Somebody should read this GO one more time and see if that one even comes close to what the GO is saying. Why did the GO say? It was given by Sacred Reddy. And now we have two Hindu leaders in charge of Andhra Pradesh government, Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan. I think they should take more interest in protecting the TTD, all that area. And in fact, I will have some other discussion later on. I also feel Tirumala, Tirupati, Tiruchanur should be declared as Punya Kshetra or Divya Kshetra, because we have to come up with a way to protect our TTD, make it a sacred place like Makkah and Vatican. And in those two places, there is no other religious activity can take place. Now, we have to make sure Tirupati is declared as a holy city, Punya Kshetra, as N.T. Ramarao has envisioned, visioned, dreamed, and mentioned it in 1987. He was the one who started this one, but of course, he could not continue. So the point that I'm trying to make, first order of business is to see that the Mumtaz Hotel is stopped and demolished right away. Whatever Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan want to take, let them take the appropriate decision to make sure the sanctity is maintained as per 746 GO issued in 2007. And the point is, what is it that prevents you from doing it? You all said Jagan government has really did so many bad things. You also mentioned about Tirupati. Okay, Tirupati was not treated properly by Jaganmohan Reddy. I gave a quotation for Chandrababu Naidu also. So when you knew that he did not treat properly, he did not treat it as a sacred place, then you have a chance to do it now. Not only that one, by agreeing to the GO issued by Jaganmohan Reddy to part this 20-acre land and give it to Mumtaz, you are agreeing with Jaganmohan Reddy. You are probably dealing with him. May some kind of relationship you have established, even though outwardly you are saying that you are opposed to everything what he has done. The public will always look at what you said in the beginning and the actions that you are showing right now. How come you do not abolish the GO that gave permission to Mumtaz Hotel? It's a very simple question. I'm asking both the leaders of the AP government and see, please come up with some explanation. If you have some explanation. If you want to destroy the sanctity, this is what I am going to do. That is what we are going to do. We have nothing to do with tourism. The commercialism is more important than sanctity of the Tirupati. If that is what you want to do, please say so. So this silence for the last 2.5 months is unbearable for many, many Hindus. I request both the leaders to come up with some explanation. Not only that one, in fact, we don't really need any explanation from you, except just issue a GO,
Withdraw the GO. Withdraw the GO.
withdraw the GO, and come up with a new GO assigning that land back to Devlok so that we will be able to maintain the sanctity of our Tirumala, Tirupati, and Tirucharnur. I think we will talk about it later on, but I think we all have to accept the fact that we are responsible for maintaining the sanctity. Whenever the politicians go wrong, it is our responsibility to tell them, even though they may not care for us one day or the other, but we have to keep talking about it. I think my request is for all the politicians, do not think other people don't have any ideas. Don't think everybody is so full, they have no interest in whatever we are doing it. Global Hindu Heritage Foundation started only with a mission to free the temples from the government control. Once we free the temples from the government control, you will be out from all the temples, and then Hindus will take the responsibility, so that way we know how to operate it. And then the issue of Christianization and other things that will come up later on, we will have another discussion on all these issues, even to identify the Christians who are already working at TTD. And whatever has happened in the last 3 days about the death of 6 people, I mean, I'm positive there is something to it about the Christians working in TTD who do not have much respect for Hinduism, and they will probably do almost anything and everything in order to see some incident like this happens, to create sense of frustration and disrespect for Hinduism. Not only the Mumtaz Mahal, I think government should look at closely. They have to set up a deadline. And this is the next 3 months, next 6 months, we are going to clean out the TTD, remove all the Christians, remove all other religious people.
Non-Hindus.
Only for Hindus. Okay? So I request everybody to line up and then make sure you project the image of the sacredness of our temple, the TTD.
Thank you so much, Prakasarao Garu. And viewers, this is important. Please reach out to your local MP also, because Tirupati, Tirumala, I can tell you one thing, we don't even know how far back that temple goes. What we have established record from Savale Jawab that was written in 1801 was that Janamejaya first created the path to go to the Tirumala from Tirupati. Janamejaya, the son of Parikshit. That is how far back. But that doesn't mean that the temple was built by him. The temple was existing even before that. We don't even know when he came. And this is not a carved structure. This is a Swayambhu. Yes. It is created this way. There is something very special and magical about this temple. It's important to understand the sanctity and not disturb it by doing things like this. This is my humble request to Chief Minister Chandrababu Garu, as well as Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan Garu. This is important for all Hindus, and this is something that all of us respect and revere. Thank you very much, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Thank you so much.